Hello and welcome. My name is Vickie-Marie and I'm going to be taking you through a 10-minute sun salutation variation. So when you're ready, we're going to begin to come into your child's pose. That could be traditional child's pose or wide knee child's pose. So when you're ready, coming into your chosen child's pose, hands can be in front. Maybe we make a pillow. I'm just going to take a few rounds of breath here. Taking any little organic movement. When we're ready, we're going to begin to come into your tabletop position, taking the hands in front, beginning to take the weight into the hands as we take the knees underneath the hips. And we're going to begin to take some hip circles, letting the sit bones come down towards the heels, shifting the weight from one hand to the other. Beginning to come to your stillness, shoulders over the wrists. And we're just going to begin to take our toes underneath, and then we'll begin to come into our first downward dog. So beginning to lift the knees, sitting the sit bones up and back. And as this might be your first one of the day, you're bending one knee and then the other. Gently beginning to find some stillness. And we're going to begin to take 2 rounds of downward dog plank. So when you're ready, begin to take the gaze forward, shifting the weight into the hands, coming into your plank. And this may be a high plank, maybe foundational, releasing the knees. Exhaling back to your downward dog. Rippling forward to your plank. Downward dog. Beginning to take the gaze forward, walking, stepping, or hopping the feet to the hands. Forward fold at the top of your space. Halfway lift. And folding down. Beginning to take the arms up overhead. And as we begin to come to the top, we're going to take a gentle curtsy. I'm going to change so I'm facing and mirroring you. Your right hand's going to grab your left fingertips or your wrist. We're bending the knees and we're going over to the right. Some of us might stay right here. You might begin to lift the heel, maybe sliding or stepping that foot behind. We're going to begin to come back through center. Left hand grabbing the right fingertips or wrist, softening the knees, going over to the left. And again, we can stay here, maybe lifting the heel, maybe sliding or stepping. Exhaling, beginning to release, coming back into your forward fold. Halfway lift. And folding down. We're going to begin to plant the hands. We're stepping back to your plank pose, higher foundation. We're going to begin to come into a Sphinx pose in a different way than you may be used to. We're going to release the knees if we haven't done so already, and then slowly beginning to release one forearm and then the other. As we release the forearms, beginning to release the pelvis and the navel. Now for some of us, we might make adjustments with the elbows. Untucking the toes, maybe lengthening. Pressing the earth away. Beginning to release your Sphinx, hands coming underneath the shoulders. We're going to begin to come into a baby cobra. Beginning to press in, lifting the chest and the gaze. Exhaling, beginning to release down. And tucking your toes, beginning to come up onto your knees, and then your downward dog, sending the sit bones up and back. Beginning to take the gaze forward, walking, stepping or hopping, feet to the hands. Forward folds. Inhaling the arms up overhead. We're just going to repeat this series again, getting a little bit of muscle memory. Right hand grabbing the left fingertips or wrists, softening the knees, going over to the right. Your choice for the legs, lifting the heel, maybe stepping behind. This time we're going to take a little bit of a bow, so taking the hands up, exhaling and hinging. Hands to the feet are beginning to go towards the back of your space. Inhaling the arms up, right leg coming to meet the left. We're going to repeat this again. Right hand grabbing left wrist or fingers, going over towards the right. Lifting that left heel, maybe stepping behind. Hands beginning to go up towards the sky, softening and hinging your bow. Inhaling up, left foot coming to meet the right. And we're going to fold down. We're going to take that variation of sun salutation, so planting the hands, stepping back to your plank. Now this time you can choose to release the knees as we did previously, or going straight to the forearms. Regardless, we're going to take one forearm down and then the other. I'm beginning to release the pelvis and the navel to the earth, untucking the toes, coming into your Sphinx, making any adjustments. Hands can stay parallel. Some of us might take the hands to a prayer. And beginning to release your Sphinx, hands coming underneath the shoulders and coming into your cobra, beginning to press up. Beginning to gently release. Tucking the toes, we're coming into our downward dog, pressing up onto the knees, and then downward dog. Now listening carefully from our downward dog, we're going to begin to lift that right heel. We're going to take our curtsy, so taking that ankle behind the left, or maybe that right foot goes over towards the left. Hands can stay where they are, or maybe this right hand begins to come over towards the left side, or maybe walking it over. So making a little bit of a C or banana shape with the body. Beginning to take the hands back. Right foot coming back down, downward dog. We're going to take this on the other side. So again, ankle behind ankle. Maybe that left foot goes over to the right. We can stay here with the hands. Maybe the left hand comes alongside the right, or both hands walk over. And we'll begin to take the hands back and downward dog. Beginning to release the knees down to the earth, untucking the toes. I'm going to begin to come back into your child's pose. Releasing the head. Hands can stay in front, or you might take a small child's. Hands to knees, calves, or feet. When ready, begin to lift the torso up. And begin to take the hands to the heart and gently bowing the head to the hands in gratitude for investing in your well-being and your practice. Thank you for sharing this variation of a sun salutation with me today. If you liked this video, hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.